Hi everybody, it's Lori Broccoloni, HappyNaturalHorse.com and Natural Equine Remedies. Today we're going to be talking about COPD. Okay, so in my book, Natural Equine Remedies, I have a whole section on COPD. Now, it's probably one of the most difficult ailments in a horse that you could resolve. And the reason why I know this is because I had two horses with COPD, and it devastated me that they both ended up passing. But they taught me a lot on what helped and what didn't help. And they also taught me on the theories. As you can see, it's the longest chapter in my book. And the reason why is because COPD, as much as they say it's a chronic inflammation of the chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, is a response to inhaled adjutant and bacteria fungus grown on hay. Even though I do believe it is a bacterial fungus from the hay, I also believe that the rhino shot given during the pregnancy causes it. In fact, a really high rate of lowering the immune system from giving the rhino while the mare is pregnant, which is what I did to my mare. And my mare was perfectly happy and healthy. I mean, she was perfectly healthy. She had a foal, and then 3 months later, she came down with heaves. And up until that time, she was really healthy. But I had given her almost, I think it was 4 or 5 shots of the rhino, because that's what I was told by my vet. So they're saying it's a thickening of the abnormal muscle expiration, characteristics of the heat line when the horse has to labor. But it's definitely an inflammation. I think it's more in the bronchial layers of the tube, not so much the lungs. I know that they tell you that it's the lungs, but I am going to tell you right now that in my discovery, it is not. I think it's a bacterial virus that attacks the respiratory system, the whole system as a whole. And the reason why I say that is because when my mare developed it, I think she was 8 or 9, I kept it at bay with steroids until I got natural. When I got natural, she would only heave during certain types of the year, and yes, when the allergies, mostly ragweed, was high, or if I didn't get a good batch of hay, it would bring it on. But I think it was always there. So I used Ester C from Dynamite, and that helped. And when she got into some bad mold, she could not fight it anymore in the immune system. And what happened was, when I took her up to the vet to put her to sleep, he scoped her lungs and he said they were pink and they were healthy. Now, why would they say it's a lung disease? Yes, they are laboring, but it has to do with the whole respiratory system. And he just couldn't believe how much she was laboring, and he couldn't believe how healthy and clear her lungs were. So that was my experience. Now, then the other thing I'm going to tell you at the very end, it tells you about prevention and what to do. I have this one client. She was a client. Well, she is an old client. She had, they say Appaloosas are prone to COPD. Well, I hate to tell you, her barn looked like the Beverly Hillbillies. Her hay, she put it up and it was pretty decent. She had weeds, ragweeds, cobwebs, dust, and bread. I mean, you wouldn't believe where she left these horses at. I mean, they were all healthy, they were all fat, but they lived in basically a lot of weeds and a lot of dust. And she never had one COPD out of all her breeds, out of all the lines that for 20 years. So I asked her, I said, you know what? You don't vaccinate, do you? for rhino? And she goes, no, she only vaccinated for rabies and for the Eastern Western. And she only did the Eastern Western the first 2 years of her babies, and then she didn't vaccinate anymore. Because the same thing with dogs. So there's lots of ways that you can help your horse with COPD, but you're like, oh my God, I can't buy all these things. Of course not. But you have to start somewhere. Okay, and I have a list of all of them, and then I would ask you to either contact me and get your horse doused to see what he needs. These are the homeopathics. I'm going to show you a couple that have been helping other people around. First, get on the natural diet on my site. This is a COPD treatment thing. It's a natural one that I pulled up. Since horses are plant-based animals, okay, they're saying omega-3s. You can try chia seeds. Most likely, if you first on the onset, I would do the olive leaf. I would do this, the serapentine, and cayenne peppers in the super tonic, which you can make the super tonic yourself and give it to. Olive leaf is a great extract. It's an antioxidant. It destroys free radicals. It helps the immune system, and it really fights. It's really, really strong. You would need an extract. I would do an extract, but you can boil the herb down. Get it from herbsoftheworld.com. This one is, I just found this one after my mare died. This one is really good too. This fights a lot of bacteria. Don't know what's in it, but it really helps. I would get the carbs essentials and put that in with the Big Sky minerals with the chia seeds and see if that helps. And my girlfriend is using this. She has a gelding that has heaves, and this is working. She puts the oils right onto his lung area and lets him breathe it, and he's doing really well with it. So it supports the respiratory, but you really, really have to boost the immune system. So I would try this one first, and then you can go to your Asiac tea, your respite free, which shows you here in my book. You buy the book, it's worth the $20. Bloodroot worked really well for my mare for a little while. What set my mare was over the edge was she was doing really good with the spongy and the Colicarb. I fed her all the ester C, the yucca and everything. I gave that to her daily. The DMG was great. Zero Force, I didn't get that, but I did give her the zeolite. Mucus Mover is a great product from Herbs of the World. Echinacea to build the immune system. All this is good, but you have to douse the horse. You have to douse the horse to see what the horse really needs. So I have a dowsing chart here. There it is. Tells you how to douse. Now this dog here didn't know her from Adam, and she thought the dog had back pain and she was going to get raindrops. She met me at a seminar. I did not know her from Adam. She sent me this picture. I doused the dog. I told her what the dog needed, and it wasn't back pain. The dog had a gastro problem in his stomach, so she changed the diet and he stopped shaking, and it tells you about it here. You don't know how to muscle test? It's real easy. All you do is use your pendulum, or just contact me and we will see what your horses need. So that's it for now. I hope that helps. Really, it's a devastating disease, of course, and it pains me, but I really truly believe that it's the rhino that attacks the immune system to the respiratory that causes it, and that's only because of my experiences with horses. And some of these steroids work, but that's just a mask. You want to build that immune system. Okay, I hope this helps. I hope you buy the book, Natural Equine Remedies. It is an excellent book. It is going to teach you a lot about horse care naturally and what to do before the vet arrives. So I hope that helps. And contact me on Facebook, Natural Equine Remedies. Thank you.